Nick, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
You too, bro.
Before we get started, man, my boy Welty, he never really got his shot, man, in the skating world. And I think like you're like the best dude for him to show his sponsor me video too, man.
I didn't even know you skated. That's tight. Let's see it.
Yeah, I want to quit full size run. I want to be sponsored by Diamond. I want to get out this game. Here's my chance. Let me know.
Oh, we gotta see this video again?
Brendan, stop hating.
I've seen this video so many times.
Show the video.
What do you think?
Nah, bro. You're not even rolling. You're just doing a kickflip stationary and you almost fell off. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, no. Go skate for real.
I can't be on Diamond?
I love you, but no. Of course not, dude.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
Dad in the house, baby.
And we have with us here today Nick Diamond. He is a streetwear veteran, a guy with some crazy sneakers on his resume, and a friend of the program. Nick, welcome. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, guys. Good to see you all.
Big Nick.
We've been waiting. We're going to talk about your sneaker history, Nick. The first thing we want to talk about, though, the shoes everyone has on feet. So, Welty, what are you wearing?
Switching it up. Pair of Nikes this week. Have the Nike Fly Knit Vapor Max 3 Exeter edition, inspired by Exeter, New Hampshire. Research and development facility, the town that I grew up in.
Live free or die.
Boy, you know I got Nick on the show, so you know how I had to come.
Oh, yes.
You know how I had to come, baby.
That.
I don't waste no time.
You
know how I had to come, baby. I don't fuck around, my boy.
I love that.
Nick, what do you got on feet?
Nothing special, actually. I mean, I like them, but they're just Air Forces with the gum bottom.
Nothing special, but nothing wrong with them. It's a classic shoe.
Classic.
I love these because of the gum bottom. I used to skate in these when I was a kid because they're more grippy. Now that they re-released them, I was like, oh shit, I haven't had these in years. I'm going to get a pair.
More grippy, more rippy.
Yeah, hey, there
Nick.
it is.
Oh my fucking
Nick,
God.
that's a sneaker that you love, but what's your most regrettable sneaker purchase of all time?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
What's something that you purchased where you're like, man, why did I buy those fucking shoes?
Were those the Jordans? The yellow and the red ones? I thought I regretted them until I wore them, and I was like, oh wait, these are actually fresh.
The Jordan 5s, right?
Yeah, when I got them in the box. Yeah, when I got them in the box, I was like, oh man, why'd I get them? I'm not gonna wear them.
Ketchup and mustard.
Too crazy. But then I wore them like last week, and I was like, damn, these are actually fresh. I just needed the right fit with it, right? But yeah, they're dope. So
I'm doing Reeboks again. Reebok Omnis, the D Brown joints. So you might. I'm not. That's not a dab. I'm just coming after I pump them up. You know what I mean? That's me headed to the rim. You know.
Stop.
All right, let's talk sneaker news. The first piece of sneaker news we want to discuss is this big scandal at Nike where longtime employee of 25 years, a VP, Ann Hebert, sorry for pronouncing her name wrong on the podcast, Ann Hebert resigned after Bloomberg uncovered her son's resale business and the family connection there. Listen, we don't know exactly how much she was helping out, but it looks to me like nepotism, negligence, and a conflict of interest on Nike's part. This shouldn't be happening. I don't really dislike resellers in general, but this connection can't happen to Nike. Nick, do you pay attention to stuff like this? Do you care about reselling?
I think it's great for the kids that are making money. If it was back in the day and I was a kid, I mean, I didn't have any way to make money really, except for skateboarding and selling weed or, like shit like that. So, I mean, I think it's amazing the money that kids make from selling shoes. It's mind-blowing.
It's a lot of money.
I think it fucks up the sneaker game. It fucks it up for me because I can't even get shoes if I go to like Sneakers app or something. I can't even get anything.
I feel like you can get the things you want though, Nick, right?
Not always.
Nick, have you ever resold sneakers?
Never. Not in my life. Only one time I did. I took
he said never, then he said one time.
Yeah, because I took a bunch of old sneakers that I had, like old SBs back in the day when Flight Club first opened on Fairfax. I took a bunch of them there, used ones, and put them on consignment so that when people bought them, I used all the credit to buy Jordans that I never got back in the day. So it's kind of like a trade, not a sell.
All right. I know everyone wants us to talk about this. Trinidad, what are your thoughts on
Nike do things a lot of times that you don't like. Nike has never done nothing for nobody. They're going to do what makes them money. But this particular situation, we get to see Nike be a part of something publicly that you don't want them to be a part of and they shouldn't be a part of. At the end of the day, when it comes, I realize that clout, like chasing clout, it means a lot to children. Like it really, 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 really means a lot. That kid, he knows who his mom is. I'm not going to say she didn't know. But what I am going to say, you got to get over it and move the fuck on. Because Nike don't give a damn about how you feel. This game is for people who are willing to last in it.
Guys, I think that the sneaker game now, whatever you want to call it, obviously it's not like it was back in the day because reselling wasn't like a big thing. Now people are buying it just to make money, so they flip it. So it's completely different. So I wouldn't say that all these resellers are clout chasing. Most of them aren't. Most of them are just trying to make money.
Chase the bag. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
You got a bot. You're buying shoes. They show up. You sell them again on the internet. I mean, what a dream job.
That's a lot of stuff to ship out.
You feed your
crazy.
kids. Shout out to my boy Koala, baby. That's Resell in New York.
In this situation, regardless of what we know what happened or didn't happen, if you're like a VP of Nike and your son may be doing something that people are going to think is going to tarnish your image in the business world, you should just tell your son to like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
They should.
Maybe.
Not maybe, but like you should. You should just tell your son you shouldn't do this. Next bit of sneaker news. Nick, someone that you're close with, P-Rod has a What the P-Rod dunk coming out. I'm sure you have seen those shoes. What do you think about it?
I think it's cool, because I feel P-Rod should have way more shoes personally. But out of anyone that has models with Nike, he should get the What the P-Rod, because the What the Dunk was such a big shoe. And thank God that the Tiffany's on that one. So I have a pair. Because then I'm like, oh, this is a diamond shoe too, right? Because it's like all those shoes from that era. I don't love the colorway on that particular side that they showed as much as the other side looks. But no, that's fresh.
What's your favorite P-Rod shoe?
The first Jordan one that he did.
J-Rod.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I feel like we need like a break on the what the shoes for like 10 years, a moratorium. You know what I mean? There's been too many of these. People always want to ask what the, but never why the. Like, why the hell are we doing this? This is a little too much for me.
It should have ended at the What the Dunk, right? But
Thank you, Nick.
But it's cool. I mean, I like that P-Rod one. I think that's cool.
He's one of those guys. He's a stepper.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Nick Diamond's a stepper. P-Rod is a motherfucking stepper. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this for a long time. I got so much respect for that guy. I don't own a pair. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest because I don't.
He was the first skateboarder to get a pro model for
so,
skateboarding.
Nick, my brother, I want to get into it, bro. When it comes to sneakers, what are some of those first thoughts? Like, who got you into it? Did you get yourself into it? Like, take us down memory lane.
I can remember my first love of a sneaker. I was really little. I don't remember which model it was. They were Adidas and they were blue, and I remember they were blue suede and they had orange stripes. I remember I got those and it was like the first day I had them, and I went to this lake, and it was like this lake in San Jose, and I took them off and I went in the water, and when I came back they were gone, and I was like, oh my God, and I was like heartbroken over these shoes, and I was probably like 6 or something, right? Then
did you try and find who took them? Like, did you
we searched all over. We searched all over the place, but it was like crowded, right? I was crying, I was a little kid. I was like, my shoes, whatever. Yeah, that happened. After that, just skateboarding, of course.
What is the best shoe to skate in?
For me, I personally like skating in shoes that have a lot of cushion, like a Jordan 3 or something is like what I would personally feel comfortable in skating if I could skate them all the time.
Obviously, the Tiffany dunk, highlight of sneaker culture for past years to come. I guess the story goes that it was 2005. Early on, it was supposed to be a shoe for girl skateboards, or they approached girl skateboards. Your good friend Mike Carroll. They really weren't fucking with SB because they own Lakai. You get the shoe. How did it all happen?
Yeah, that's basically how it happened. Is that Sam Smythe, who was a team, he's the team manager of Girl Skateboards. I was running Diamond out of their distribution, so I had an office in there. He asked me if I wanted to help him make some colorways because Nike was doing a team manager series. He had a Gucci colorway shoe, which ended up coming out 10 years later, maybe, which was the resin dunk. I just came up with the idea to do the colorway of the diamonds. the Tiffany's. You know, I already made a t-shirt in that colorway, and everyone liked it, so I just decided that would be a hot colorway, right, for a shoe.
That's history right there. Uncut Gems.
So then we were like, can we make it a diamond instead of a girl, since it was my colorway? And they agreed.
Nick, I feel like that shoe was so huge. Did you ever see any famous people wearing it that blew your mind? Because it kind of took sneakers to another level. We heard a story from Dom about Tom Cruise getting a pair.
Oh, I'll tell you the best one for me, which was amazing, is that Brian Anderson, who skated for Nike SB, he was friends with Marc Jacobs. So Marc Jacobs actually hit him up and asked him if he could get a couple pairs. He actually put them on the mannequins in the Marc Jacobs store off of Melrose here in LA.
Oh, I had no idea.
And I was like, that's
You're going to smash those windows and grab them off the feet.
I know, but that's crazy because I took pictures, but back then I was like, that's amazing, but I wasn't really tripping off it. But I have them somewhere on my computer. I got to find those.
How did you feel about people selling them for over retail?
That was kind of becoming a thing before the Dunks, I believe, with like Jordans and shit. You know, some people were selling them for a lot over, right? And I thought that was weird. Like people were selling them for like $250. I'm never hating on the guy trying to make money. I don't like people that try to rip people off at all. Everyone's got to make some bread somehow, especially skate shops, because there's not a lot of money in having a skate shop, especially back then.
When somebody says, because Brendan Dunne, the guy right in front of you, the white guy with a nice face,
You know who I am.
He says the Tiffany SB is one of the best SB Dunks of all times. This is not the first time we've heard that. How do you feel about that?
From me being, if I was just looking at the shoe, I agree that I personally think, even if it wasn't mine, that it's one of the best SBs, for the simple fact that when I first got the sample, the second sample, because the first sample came back and it wasn't Croc, right? It was just like thanks, bro.
Plain flat leather.
Yeah, we know you got the shoes, motherfucker. We know you got the shoes.
Oh, no, this is my dog, bro. This is my dog.
We see the shoes.
You know, when I first got the sample, the final sample, and I opened up the box, and it was the first time it had the Croc on it and the silver swoosh. When I took it out of the box, and me being a sneaker dude for many, many years before that, I started laughing because I thought it was the sickest thing I've ever seen.
You knew right away.
This is going to be insane.
Okay.
Yeah, like I couldn't believe it was real. It was so crazy. I mean, now a lot of people have made that colorway since then, but nobody had that colorway ever back then. It was the first time.
Nick, obviously the shoe was big right away, and you did more Nike SB stuff years later, but right away, was there any talk to do a sequel with Nike? Like, hey, can we do another Diamond Dunk?
No, because I was like, let's do a high, right? But no, it took years for that to happen.
Nike wasn't feeling it at first?
I don't know. I don't think they were just like giving people multiple shoes back then either. It was like you did a shoe and then that was it.
Speaking of the highs, you had the Tiffany High that came out in 2014. Dropped the same weekend as the Red Octobers. You had said that you didn't really even see that shoe come out until like it came out. Like,
a week beforehand. We worked. I didn't even see a sample. They didn't send me a sample. It was in the works. They said, yeah, you want to do a high? And I was like, cool. So I sent them the colorway, and then I was waiting literally months for a sample, and I was like thinking, like, are we even gonna do it? Like, what's the holdup?
Right.
And then we had a meeting in LA with the Nike guys. I'm like, cool, so what are we going to do marketing wise? Like, can I get pairs to give the riders? Like, can we do this? Can we do that? They're like, it comes out in 1 week. And I was like, what do you mean?
The plan is set.
I haven't even seen a sample.
You can't get shit.
I haven't even seen a sample. And they're like, no, it's done. I mean, I'm going to be happy regardless. I mean, I grew up as a Nike head. To have my own Nikes is insane to me. I like think about it all the time. Like, damn, that's crazy. I got Nike shoes.
Nick, when it comes to the Canaries, though, you know, like
pulled it, because he has it. Just so we know.
Yeah. So when it comes to the Canaries, you know, this started a lot of craziness, especially at Complex Con. This guy got mobbed trying to get in.
I thought it was because I was famous.
I never got you your pair, did I?
No, I was. You had said that you were gonna. Yeah,
Matt.
I don't. Yeah, but it's all good. I think you sent Joe a pair, but I didn't end up getting one.
He put it on Joe. I'm out.
I'm not even kidding. Is that I seen a box that had your name on it like a year later. And I was like, didn't I give him some?
But the sentiment was there. Like, you set him aside, like, just so we're clear.
I think you had told me, you asked me what my size was, and I said, like, you were like, you can wear 11.5, and you had said that that's your size. Is that what you told me? Am I tripping?
Yeah.
He was
And
giving
you're
you
like,
the
I'll
shoes
send
off
you.
his
I'll
feet.
give you a pair out of my personal stash. I wear 11.5.
Yeah, so you can still have them, is what I'm saying. I have them.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I didn't do anything with them.
Have you ever resold sneakers, man?
No, I would not resell those. I would really appreciate those.
But yeah, take us back to that Complex Con moment, because like Trinidad said, I was in the chaos. I was in the fray.
It was
on the
crazy, bro.
streets.
I mean, it was crazy. It was nuts. I didn't know what to expect. SBs weren't hot at the time, I guess. They didn't make a resurgence yet. That was a thing. I was like, are people going to care about a dunk, right? I did the best
This
that
is
I
before
could.
Travis's, right? This is before Travis's.
Stop it! Stop it, man!
Right.
You're gonna pull out the Heineken's next? Like,
Just-
No need.
Because, guys, the year before, we did the skate ramp at Complex Con with all
Right.
the dunks, Dre's collection, Croatian
Hey,
style collection.
Croatian styles.
Yeah,
Dope.
we put his collection, and he had tons of the dunk, every dunk from the beginning till 2017 when that was, like everything that was hot. And people were like tripping on him because I think they forgot how ill all the dunks were. And everyone came through. You know, Wale was there, Pusha T, tons of people. All the Nike skate team came, and people kind of swarmed, and they were looking at it. And then after, Nike was like, man, that was so amazing of a show, a spectacle.
Y'all brought Nike SB back.
Basically.
Y'all brought Nike SB back.
So then they hit
That's
me
the
up,
hot take. I'll
they're-
say it. It's fine.
So then they said, hey, we need to make another diamond dunk. And that's how that happened. So for the next Complex Con, we released the Canaries,
I
the
didn't even
blacks,
look
and
at
the
it
white.
that way.
The police had to escort those shoes out of the building because they shut the whole thing down. And we talked about this already, Nick, but people, you had this build out that was a giant pink SB box, and people were shaking it. Were you scared, Nick, in that moment?
Yeah, I actually got inside the box. When they found out that they weren't going to be able to get the shoes because the security was shutting it down, it wasn't us.
They were ready to riot.
They were like, there he is. Let's get him.
Pointing
Mob.
fingers.
And I was like, later, I dipped inside the shoebox, right? And I just sat in there, and then they started trying to rip down the shoebox. I was in there like, wait, I'm going to get murdered over our shoes right now. Like,
What a way to go.
Why Canary? Why that color? Why the yellow?
Canary yellow diamond. I did a white diamond, black diamond, canary diamond.
End up dead.
we had Currency on the show a couple weeks ago, and he had said that he likes the Canaries more than the OG Tiffany's. How do you feel about that hot take?
They're a lot more expensive on StockX, that's for sure. So I think people like them. I don't know, the yellow ones, there's something about them too. I think the silver swoosh on the yellow is just such a crazy pop with the.
He wanted to pull it out again. He was about to.
Dude, I mean,
I'm gonna stop.
those turned out really good, man. Honestly, that's
Facts.
I didn't know how they were gonna look. I just designed them on the computer, but when I really saw those two, I was like, oh my god, these look crazy too. Shout out Currency.
Always.
He's the best.
Have you been to any other crazy releases, Nick? Like, I know you're right across looking at the Supreme lineup right now for the dunks. Like, did you get those dunks, or do you see people line up like that?
I mean, there's a lot of people. I'm looking out my window right now. You have to like sign up or something, and then you have like a time
it's a different
slot.
world.
Yeah.
Everyone has a number or something. I don't know how they do it, but
Did it used to be
That's
chaotic
nice.
out there? Like, have you seen crazy sneaker releases on Fairfax?
never. I've never seen a crazy line on Fairfax except for gear, just clothes. Supreme never dropped something in this era, right? A shoe that had a crazy line before this ticket thing. When the SBs first came out, the ones that have the elephant print, those were before SB hype. You know what? When they released the Blazer, those sold out right away, but I didn't see a big line. I walked in randomly and bought all three pairs. That was like
The good days. The good days.
And you're
bro.
Nick
Yeah.
Diamond.
But yeah,
I suspect
but-
maybe there's never a line when you're Nick Diamond.
But there was a crazy frenzy back then before that
Yeah.
for the pigeon. I think that was the first SB to get something. But then after that, I think the diamond dunk.
The pop-up you did for the newer ones was dope at the jewelry store. That was
Yeah,
fire. That was kind of a frenzy. I had people flying in from New York.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
a
like,
lot
yo.
of people came. That shit was cool.
I was like, what the hell?
That was on a whim too because how Complex Con got shut down. We couldn't sell the
Right.
shoes, so we're like, what do we do now? We rented a jewelry store downtown, and we just did the release inside of a old jewelry store. Can't ask for much
Nick,
more.
I want to ask you real quick. Number one, what the hell was that Coke Air Force One that you did? Like little Yachty like broke it out of his closet. It was like a diamond Coca-Cola Coke Air Force One that has like no explanation to it.
I don't know. Coke got mad at us because we were telling them the whole Coke collection that we did, we were going to do red, white and black, and then we ended up only dropping white, and then because then it had the Coke white reference, and they freaked out. So I was like, oh, whoops. Yeah, so that became like a thing, like an issue. They were like,
called it crack.
They were tripping. Yeah.
Is there another diamond dunk coming out?
No, nothing right now. I mean, maybe in the future, but look how long it took for the other ones to come out. All right.
What is left to do per se? Like if there's like, all right, Nick, it's time. What is it? You did every type of diamond there is.
I have millions of ideas, bro. It's what I do.
Okay, right.
I have tons of Nike SB colorways that I've done, and Jordan colorways, and all this. I just fuck around and make colorways all day.
Nike, you heard the man. Big Diamond on the design team.
Let's do it. By the way, Nick, every single week here on the show, we punish someone in the worst take section for something terrible they did or said last week, as decided by the YouTube commenters. We make them switch out their shoes for something awful. This week it is Trinidad, and I love that. I don't get to say that very often because he was trash talking the Dornbecker shoes. We did put a couple disclaimers, but I know people are sensitive about those sneakers. So Trinidad,
this is not a good shoe, respectfully.
You have to take off your shoes and put on something awful.
You know how hard that is for me to find bad shoes?
I hate to hear you say that. Just do it.
Bro.
Just do it.
All right, man. I gotta put on this is when I'm trying to go get me some Cougars. This is my Cougar shoes. Alright, so these are my Cougar shoes. My Cougar
Put them on. Tell us in the comments who deserved that distinction this week, and we'll punish them next week.
Nick, we also do a segment on the show, my brother. It's called Drip, Flip, or Skip. Drip meaning that it looks good, my brother. Flip meaning that you resell it, or skip meaning that you don't rock with it at all. Our first shoe in the Drip, Flip, or Skip is going to be the beautiful people at Undercover Times. Nike, the Overbreak, Bang.
I mean, that's drip. I'd wear those. I like the different soles like that. I think that's
chunky
cool.
Joints.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
I like the Overbreak with those Tom Sachs looking pair that like Nike sold, and people like scrubbed the paint off of them and like revealed the shoe underneath it. But this colorway just doesn't do much for me, so it's good.
I am a Gyakuso guy, but I need real running shoes from them. I feel like if Takahashi-san isn't running in Yoyogi Park in them, I'm not going to be, so I'll call it a skip.
Yeah, this shoe is one of those shoes I feel like if I walk in Dover Street and they're sitting on the shelf on level 2, I might be like, oh, let me get it for retail, but I would not pay $1 over retail for this shoe. Let's call it a skip for right now. Moving forward, you know how I love it. Yeezy, $450.
I love those.
You do.
I'm gonna start with, well, Nick, there it is. Is it a drip, flip, or skip?
Oh, drip for sure. I can't wait to see him in real life. Maybe there'll be a skip once I see him, but when I see the pictures, I'm like, those are fire. When I first saw those, I was like, those are fire because they're so different.
Is it cool for you to wear other shoes than Nike? I mean, I know you have your own Diamond Supply sneakers, but like, is it cool for you to wear Adidas?
Of course.
Nick does whatever he wants.
Yeah, I don't have a contract with Nike. I love Nike and I work with Nike, but I wear Yeezys all the time. I love Yeezys. I have a lot of Yeezys, actually.
I want to see them in person. I've seen like a lot of angles of this shoe. I don't really like sock shoes as much, but it looks so crazy. They look different in every picture that I see. So when I see them in person,
those are going to go crazy.
I'm setting up my preamble like you, Trinidad. It's just skip until I see them in person.
Those are fucking hard.
I appreciate the push for futuristic looking footwear, but this doesn't look like a shoe I can wear anywhere here on Earth. This looks like a sneaker you put on when you're farming cucumbers on Mars or something. I'm going to call it a skip.
At least it's not eggplants this time. I mean, come on, guy. Look at me. Look, just take a good look at me.
Don't believe me, just watch.
This is a drip. Come on, man. Like, I can't wait to put these dumplings on my feet.
Same.
Moving forward, we have the Nike Dunk High, Syracuse. No SB involved. Brendan Dunne, talk to me first. This is a drip. This is a flip. This is a skip.
You know what? I do like these okay, but I'm kind of done with dunks unless they do a dunk. I have been buying a bunch of them lately, and I feel like I have enough for right now, so I'm good.
I love that you feel so comfortable getting these puns off. I love that we have gave you so much confidence that you just get these things off. You don't give a damn. That confidence that you have, sir. Anyways, Welty, drip, flip, or skip?
I loved when the Be True to Your School SB pack came out. I never got a chance to get those, but I really wanted the Kentucky SB Dunk Highs back in the day. I think Nike has been doing a little too much with the OG style dunks lately. They're all kind of like blurring together, but the Syracuse one, I think, should celebrate.
Major drip. I'm a San Francisco Giants fan. Anything orange.
There we go.
I feel like I'd get those for sure.
Love the sport of baseball.
This is a drip. Let me say that. This is a drip. I agree with Welty. Welty, you said that, Nike has really been abusing the revamp of it. And I truly want to believe that there's somebody at Nike that drops shoes because they want to give that 13, 14, 15-year-old their own experience with a Syracuse High Nike Dunk. Hopefully.
Sure.
Nick, moving forward, my brother, we also do outfits on this segment, and there's no better person to do outfits on than motherfucking Mr. Diamond himself. Outfit number 1. Bang.
Wow.
Bang, 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 bang. Look at the face on this guy right here, man. Hide your bitch. Okay? Hide her. Hide her.
That's the shirt
That
I was
guy right
talking
there.
about. That's the shirt I was talking about.
Classic. We sold hundreds of those at the boutique.
Yeah, that's that.
Hundreds.
No Bobby.
I mean, that was 16 years ago, so new to the whole game, really. I mean, I was doing Diamond for a while, but that's at Girl Skateboard. When I was just trying to learn about business and how the whole industry worked, I was very grateful. I couldn't believe that I was actually getting an opportunity to, make a Nike, especially back then. That guy right there, I mean, shit, man. Just, little.
You posted on MySpace,
Yeah.
like broke the internet.
Yeah, that was before the internet, right? Did the internet exist? No, I'm just kidding. But it was a long time ago. Yeah, that hit the internet and went crazy. And thank God. I met a lot of friends because of that shoe. Oh, major drip, bro.
Listen, I can't go again. This is historic drip. Trinidad, by the way, did you throw out a pair of Tiffany Dunks at a show once in 2013?
Yeah. So this is a newer pair that I ended up buying. Like my first pair, I gave them away at the show. I gave away crazy shoes back in the day. Yeezy ones, Tiffany's, Dornbeckers. Like, I love the fans. I love my people. My people, what I'm saying? The people who rock with me for real on the music tip of things.
I love that.
They deserve to drip like I drip. So I give it to them.
Massively nostalgic. Obviously a drip. It looks like you're about to lick the shoe. Have you ever licked the sole of a Tiffany Dunk?
I can't say that I have. I've definitely smelt them many times.
We had to ask.
I haven't licked them. Have you guys licked them?
These guys lick a lot of things, man.
I can admit it's crazy, but when I got the Doom Dunks, when I lined up for that shoe, I remember being so hyped, and I gave the sole a big kiss.
I remember I slept with a brand new pair when I got the 11s for the first time. I slept with them on my nightstand, so when I woke up, it was the first thing I saw.
That's love,
put
baby.
them right here.
That's love, baby. Welty, drip, liver, skip, brother.
Yeah, this is drip. This is a massive drip.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Obviously, guys, I'm a friend of the program here. It's a drip. This is a drip, man. Moving forward. Number 2, Ben Baller. What's happening this day, Nick? Where are y'all? What's this? What collab is this?
This is when we dropped the Ben Baller times Diamond VVS pens. Cannabis pens.
Oh.
Dude, weed.
Yep.
Weed.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Hey.
This my new strain of cannabis we're about to drop.
Save me some.
Kids are like camping out for weed like it's sneakers now. You had like that.
Yeah.
Not kids.
pair,
Not
like,
kids.
Yeah.
not
Adults.
kids, adults.
Adults.
You had like the location at Cookies where like you posted on IG. It was like kids wrapped around the block.
Not
like,
kids.
not
Adults.
kids, adults
Adults.
for weed.
Yeah. We
What?
have fire.
I
We
gotta
have
try
fire.
that. Well, come on.
Fire.
I'm not a kid.
Not
Adults.
kids,
Adults.
adults.
It's all legal, baby.
It's legal,
Legalize it.
man. It's illegal. Yeah. Ben's always a drip, bro.
Nick, I wanted us to do this photo just because I want to hear your craziest Ben Baller story if you have one.
I don't know, man. I don't really like have crazy stories about people because I'm not one to tell people's
So
stories.
he's got him.
I'm disappointed a little bit. I guess I have to skip it because we get to hear Ben Baller's story. But
Yeah, I can name a more iconic duo. Oh wait, that's a drip.
Actually, this is a flip for me. This is a flip.
you gonna flip the weed?
I can flip his Sakai's. Last but not least, Nick. Bang. Outfit number 3. Tell us what card it is.
It's a 488 Pista Ferrari.
Pista. Not Bertoli's, Brendan. Not Bertoli's
Al dente,
pasta.
baby. You got shells.
It's fucking drip, bro. Drip. Got the mask on. Mask is always a drip these days when people aren't wearing a
Very
mask.
important.
Not down with that. So Mask
Hey.
drip.
I'm gonna call it a flip because of the car. I need that in my bank account.
There it is.
Nick, what gets you more hype, cars or sneakers these days?
Oh, definitely not cars unless it's an old school. I actually just sold that Ferrari, but I made money. So there, I'm a reseller. I just sold that and it went up in value. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just flip it, right? So I did.
Drip.
Well, the drip. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
come on, bro. Drip on my end.
Hey, Nick, before we get out of here for the day, we want to breeze through the comments section and see what people have been saying about us on YouTube for the past week, which is always a fun time. We have one from Christiana saying, I fell asleep watching this and I saw Welty in my dream. Whoa. Is that a sign I need a new pair of Adidas
He was doing
VX?
that face in her dream. That's how he popped up right there.
The man of your dreams. We have one from Ill Lavish saying, been a fan of Full Size Run for a while now, and in the last 2 months I went and listened to every episode of the Complex Sneakers podcast. Keep up the amazing work. Promise we'll do just that. We have one from Aaron Hawkins saying, officially a real Bach boy. Popped the question in the BBC Question Lows yesterday. She said yes. Congratulations. Shout out to Brendan and the whole movement.
Wow.
Love you guys. My Thursday has become the most important day of the week. Would love to get the fit, drip, flipped, or skipped. Venmo me for that. This has been another episode of Full Size Run. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
James.
And me, Nick Diamond. Thanks,
Hey.
guys.
She want every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick.
Guys, have you realized that we still don't have 1 million subscribers?
It's ridiculous.
Let's talk about it. FS Army, everybody that watches this show, get us to 1 million followers. What are we waiting for?
Make us go platinum.
And after you subscribe to the channel, make sure you download the Soul Collector app. That's important too.
Go buy sneakers.
Please. Platinum.